Hey, if you stick around to the end of the video, you'll see I got like 10 feet away from a little white-tailed deer fawn that I don't know if he thought I was his mom or what, but stick around for that. I can't believe the difference in the starkness, but we're going back today to the warmth of July 16th, and everything's green and lush, and I'm wearing shorts. Today is November 15th, and the world is stark. The branches are bare. The grass is frosted. It's 19 degrees. But anyhow, let's go back in time. Come on along. Let's see if we can get some history to hold right in our hand. Think we're going to find anything here at this 1800s household? I sure hope so. That's an old electrical connection. That's not a silver quarter. But it reminded me what coins sound like. Uniden Batter Company. Yeah, it's probably just a copper 1943. A jackknife or a pocket knife. What do you bet? It's a war nickel. That looks like it's got silver in it. So today we've returned to a location where I actually found a Tootsie Toy battleship, which was pretty cool. But today I've placed some surveying flags here in the lawn, and I'm going to use the stripes in the lawn to sort of cordon off some grids, and we're going to spend some more time here today. I've only got a little bit of time, but come on along. Let's see if we can get some history in the hand. There's a cool old lid to a jar. Uniden Batter Company. Wow, that's neat. Cool beans, little history. We'll put that in the interesting things one. Hopefully we'll find more. On to the next. Stop recording. Well, that's a nice signal. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got here.
It doesn't strike me as any valuable coin, but you do not know what you're going to find. Ooh, I got a hold of a big rock underneath there. All right, we're in the plug. That gets us closer.
Oh, it's a good thing I live dug this. Look, it's a thing. I have no idea. It definitely was purposefully built, you know, except for that bend in the end. But it looks like aluminum, and it had holes in it. Looked like something you could, I don't know. On to the next. Stop. That is 1700s aluminum foil.
It's jumpy. But around an old house like this, you don't know what might be there. Let's dig it. Boy, the ground has a lot more moisture in it than the last time I was here. It was powder about a foot down.
Well, sometimes that can be a good sign if it's not in the oh, there it is. A big old blunderbuss bullet shell. Yep, and there's the hole that the firing pin left. Wow, that's an old one. That goes back in time. Okay, on to the next. There we've got a knife. A jackknife or a pocket knife. And this isn't super old because the wood is still on the body. That's where the name brand would have been, right there. Could be Uncle Henry, Schrade, whatever. And oftentimes, this is what we find. So let me tell you my theory. As you can see here, these are the slots where the blades would have been. And This one is empty because this blade is out and broken off. And this one also looks like it was broken off, although now maybe the short blade was still, it's possible that the short blade was still right there. I can't really tell. These are brass, so that's why we get such a strong signal. And then there's also metal on the blades, so we also pick up that iron grunt as well. But most jackknives that I find have one blade that's been broken off and turned back in, and the other blade is out and broken. And when they broke the second blade, they just chucked it. Now this one, being so close to the house, may have been dropped in the mud or something like that in the early spring or fall. Could have been dropped in the snow in the winter and got trampled underfoot and wound up going that far down. But always interesting. I'll add this to my collection. I've got a pile of them. Cool history, right in the hand. That's not 1800s, but we know what it was. Crest toothpaste. Just a reminder that personal hygiene is very important. On to the next. I'm going down. Let's hope it's something good.
After the, oh, brother.
Now I hear a grunt. All right, that's weird. Coal does that. And here in north central Pennsylvania, oh, this is what we were hearing right here. That's an old electrical connection. So we had the grunt and we had the brass and a little bit of copper. So no wonder we were getting a screaming signal. Got a nice clean signal, but the VDI is 42, and that is usually firearms related. So that's what this is, an old shotgun brass from back in the paper shells day. Union Metallic Cartridge Company, New Club, 12 gauge. All right. After a while, you kind of get to where you know what it's likely to be, but the truth is, you never know. I've been working along my flags and doing this lawn in an organized pattern, and I'm finding a ton of bottle caps. And what that means is there were people in this lawn having picnics. And you know that when people have picnics, they also lose other stuff other than aluminum bottle caps. So that's what we're hoping for as we keep on looking. Well, cleaning it up didn't really help. I don't see any writing. It almost looks automotive to me, but I can't tell. Your guess is as good as mine. If you know, please comment. I'm new at this. I've only been in this a little bit over a year, so I am still learning my items. But whatever it is, we're holding it in our hand right here. All right, on to the next. Those of us who didn't start this hobby until 45 years after the first guys came through, we have to be extra careful. I try to use the roast beef rule. Low and slow. Hold it low to the ground and walk very slowly. Well, whatever it is right here in the very top. And there it is. We know that they picnicked here. And so there was a lot of aluminum foil. Oh well. Yeah, it only cost us 30 seconds.
Listen to that. It is a very thin tone. 85. And it is down there.
I can't pass this by. Stay tuned. Now, I know I dug a plug as big as Barnum and Bailey 3-ring circus, but now I'm getting a 90-91, and that is usually a quarter. So I'm not going to get too excited, but I'm going to hope that there's a silver quarter that was dropped. Well, that's not a silver quarter. But it is interesting, and it is brass. It is concave, and I have no idea what it is. But my goodness, it was way down there. So, nope, I don't see any writing coming through on this side. I do see some little knurlings where it was punched right there. Well, that was deep down in there. It is a wheat penny, but it reminded me what coins sound like out here in this picnic ground where most of what I've been finding is aluminum bottle caps. Believe it or not, this is the first coin of the day, and it's from the 1940s. Yeah, it's probably just a copper 1943. Well, at least we found a coin, huh? It's not really too hard to see that we've got ourselves a coin here. That looks like a nickel. It actually looks pretty shiny. What do you bet it's a war nickel? That looks like it's got silver in it. Yep, 1942. A war nickel. During World War II, nickel was needed for the war effort. I'm not exactly sure what for, but they put our available nickel into the war effort, and then put silver back into the nickels. So that's why they call them war nickels. That's great. Our second coin. Well, I'm back at the truck, and there's a little deer right here who seems to be not even remotely concerned that I'm here. Hey, little fella. was pretty special. Let's take a look at what we got here. We found a jackknife, another copper object, a couple of spent cartridges, shotgun, this mystery item, don't know what that was. Another thing, I found quite a few of those. I'm not really sure what they are. This little thing, which might have been, who knows, filter from a pipe. Found a pewter object. And for coins, oh, we found this You Need Something batter company. That's cool. Found a war nickel and a 41 leaf penny, 73. And then just because it was, oh, Mac the digging dog's here. He missed out on the hunt today. And then all this aluminum, since it was mostly picnic areas. Anyhow, that is that's too bad. But where there's trash, there's treasure. So I kept looking. Steve Okino with History in the Hand, reminding you that if you're not looking for it, you're not going to find it. See you next time on History in the Hand.